Listen to this. I asked God, why are you taking me through rough waters? He replied, because your enemies can't swim.
Let me go get you the world, baby.
Hello there, welcome to So Sweet Sundays. I'm Sweets, and today I have a guest with me, and she is.
I'm Shameka.
And let's come out there. I'm Shameka.
I'm Shameka.
And today we just gonna sit and chittity chat like I like to do. And we just gonna kind of just throw some things around.
Okay.
So the one thing that I want to talk about, is dating.
Okay.
Or being single in
Okay.
today's society. First of all, where did you grow up at?
I grew up in Pittsburgh, California.
Okay. When did you come to Sacramento area?
I came to Sacramento probably, I say like 2017-ish, around that time.
Why come to Sacramento? I mean, we're getting better. We're getting better.
A relationship.
A relationship?
Yes.
Yes. See, so that goes right into the
Yeah,
segment.
some drama.
Yeah. So were you in that relationship for heck long?
Yes, 13
Yeah.
years. It was a long relationship. Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
And was it past the time where you passed time to be with that person? You know how after a while you kind of
after
grow
so
from each other.
Drama, so much arguing, fighting, cheating.
Yeah.
It's like you still love that person, but that bond is not there.
Yeah. Was you the cheater?
No.
No.
Maybe. I mean, I did some stuff. I'm not gonna say I was innocent.
Right.
But I wasn't the aggressor.
You wasn't the aggressor, okay. But you just made sure that you got your little licks in. Yeah. You got your licks in.
I had to get my lick back.
And so do you feel at that time when you are in a relationship like that and you still are staying, that it's even healthy to stay at that time if your mindset is let me get my licks back?
I knew it wasn't healthy because you can just feel it in your spirit.
Okay.
Like your spirit is gonna tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you're gonna listen to it,
right,
and sit down and feel what you need to feel. But I didn't want to do that at that time. I wanted to stay because I felt like I could make it better. Like we can fix this.
Yeah, the old change them in a build to do.
Yeah,
is what you was going.
but it wasn't even build to do because it wasn't like it was a bad situation. Like things just happen, you know.
Okay. Cheating just don't happen.
Well, not the cheating part just happen, you know. But as far as our relationship, I couldn't accept it, and we just had to go our separate ways.
Right. So have you grown from that relationship? Like, have you say mentally, spiritually, emotionally, you have grown from where you were then? And how long ago was that?
3 years ago.
Okay.
So I've been single for 3 years.
Okay.
Now.
And have you grown in those 3 years?
I feel like I've grown a lot.
Really?
I feel like within those 3 years, I got to know myself more than I've ever known myself.
Okay.
I know more of what I can tolerate and what I won't tolerate. I know I don't need to talk to you. I can talk to God or whoever it is that you believe in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to feel okay at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm still going to have to go to sleep, wake up, and still progress.
Yeah. Yeah.
And figure out how to do that without letting my emotions get the best of me.
Was it like, but I love him?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So, how long is too long or long enough? You didn't know?
I didn't know when it
So
was
13 years.
13 years, 13 long years.
So what about now today? What wouldn't this Shameka accept that the other one did?
Oh, disrespect. I wouldn't accept lies. Like I knew it was lies, but I convinced myself that it wasn't lies.
Why?
go crazy.
Yeah,
I don't
we
even
like
have
to.
an excuse for it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no excuse for it. Just young,
Yeah.
young,
Yeah.
and didn't. Well, I knew better, but
Yeah.
didn't chose not to do
Yeah.
the right thing.
Yeah. How did you know better? Did you see a healthy marriage or relationship growing up?
I've always had an example of a healthy relationship
Oh wow, that's good.
with my grandma and her husband.
Uh-huh.
I was raised with my grandma, so
Yeah.
with that situation, it was never any different from being one of her kids.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I was trying to build.
Mm-hmm.
And it just didn't go that way,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I knew what was right. I knew how you supposed to be treated. I knew all of that, but I just didn't. I don't know.
What
But I'm not
made
gonna
you?
say he was a bad guy. He's just a cheater. Like,
I mean, but that is wrong.
it's
When you
wrong.
cheating on somebody because
It's wrong.
you're manipulating somebody, you're lying to somebody, you're betraying them, that is wrong,
Yeah, it's wrong.
So what made you in your mind because you knew an example? So it's different when you don't know the example. Why?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it was just the thought of maybe scared to be alone
Oh,
kind of
okay.
thing,
Yeah.
or I don't want to make it seem like we couldn't work. Like, oh, this is supposed to be, and I'm telling everybody I love him, so this is what it's gonna be forever. Like, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't.
What did it mean to you to be alone at that time? Why was that a problem to you in your mind to be alone?
I don't even think it was a problem.
Okay.
I just think it was something that I didn't want to do or I wasn't ready to do. I've never really been alone.
Okay.
I've always had a big family, my sisters and my brothers. So I've never really been in a city with no family around me. So it was a little different in that way.
Okay. So was he from Sacramento
Yeah.
then? Okay. So then were you closer to his family?
Not really closer to his family.
No?
Like, his family was mostly in Stockton.
Okay.
And when I met him, I was living in Stockton.
Okay.
So I moved from Stockton to out here.
Okay.
And no, it wasn't that I was close to his family or anything, because I would still go back to the Bay Area to be with my family.
Okay.
So I don't know. It was cheaper out here. He was already stable out here. He had his things going on out here. So I felt it would be easier to just come out here. And it was a little cheaper too.
Yeah.
You
So do you guys ever see each other now?
We do. He's
Really?
actually my friend. Like, he's a good
Really?
friend.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
yeah, he's a
So
good
can you
friend.
guys could y'all really discuss and talk about the hard stuff?
We try to talk about the hard stuff, but I shut down. I'm
Okay.
like, you did this. You know what you did. I don't want to talk about it because you already know what you did. So what are we talking about?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. But it's like, I shouldn't do that either, because maybe in his spirit, he has to get some things off
Yeah.
that I should listen to.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't mean that I have to accept it or agree with it or any of that.
Yeah.
But, love is a drug, actually. And nobody can tell you how to
But
do
so
it.
but what if it's a toxic relationship?
Girl, I didn't have my toxic days.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like,
Were you one of those functional toxic people who like
meaning,
where it had to be drama, or that
oh,
mean
I'm not
y'all
really
wasn't like
drama. I
no?
don't like drama.
Okay.
Cause me, I get angry, and once I'm like there, I want to fight, and I'm like, I can't do that because
Yeah.
first off, I'm too old. I
Yeah.
didn't mature too much,
Mhm.
and then once I do that, then I'm gonna be angry with myself because
Yeah.
I feel like I let you win,
Mhm.
and that's not what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to understand our emotions and have them in control.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to let anyone else control our
True.
emotions.
And you can't get your eyebrows right like they are right now in jail. You ain't gonna give you no eyebrow pencil, honey. You're gonna be out in the dark looking
Right.
crazy.
And I can't do
Brawless.
jail.
And I mean like eyebrowless.
No, I can't do the jail because I
Exactly.
already can't eat everything. So,
Right, exactly. You're gonna be fasting like me.
man,
And so right now you guys can have a good conversation.
we can have a good conversation. see each other. We
Okay.
hang out. It's actually a good relationship.
Have you thought about now, since you've grown, to get back in the relationship or no?
We've had those conversations, but I just don't know if I can trust
Okay.
the fact that you want to say you changed. Everybody can say they changed, but I need to see that you changed.
With y'all still communicating, you don't see that?
I see growth. I see a
Okay.
lot of change. I see a lot of growth. I see a lot of maturity. But it's like, are you really supposed to go backwards? Because that's going backwards, isn't it?
You tell me.
I think that's kind of going backwards. I don't know if you're supposed to go backwards.
So do you feel like this is somebody that you can actually grow old with and marry? First of all, do you want to ever even get married?
That's the thing. I don't even know if I want to get married. I don't know if that's something that I want to do. Not saying that it's not a good thing, not saying that people shouldn't. I just don't know if that's something that I believe.
Okay.
Like,
for
me,
yeah.
I just think that marriage is more of a business.
A business?
Yeah, like
wow, explain, girl. Shy, girl, child.
Like,
please.
Once you involve paperwork and all that, then that makes it a little bit different for me. I don't know, because why do we need a paperwork to say that, we love each other, or to say that we want to be together forever? Like, what does that paper really mean? Now it don't work. Now you got to spend more money to get the divorce and all that. It's just too much for me.
But then you're not coming together as a union under God if you don't go through that proper ceremony.
I understand that.
And so you rather just go ahead and do it until you're 97.
100.
So you gonna be 100 with a boyfriend,
a man friend.
What is this man friend doing? Wait a minute. What is we doing as man friends? I'm about to punch you. No. So y'all gonna be together for 97 years. This is my man friend. That's how you would.
Yes.
Girl. So you gonna have a man friend. So is you shacking? Y'all living apart? Like what you doing?
No, we gonna live together, but I just don't understand why we need a signed paper to say that we're together or you're my other half.
So do you believe that you guys are then living in sin, fornicating?
Not necessarily.
It's not necessarily.
Don't they have common law marriage, right?
Who is that for?
The government.
The pilgrims. I wonder who was that for. So, because then if that's the case, what happens in a common law marriage? When you break up, you just break up.
You just break up, right? And like in a regular marriage, y'all got to figure out who taking what.
Yeah. So you just gonna let them take the house, the cars, all of that.
I mean, no, we're gonna have to agree.
Same thing when you on piece of paper, we got to agree, regardless if it's on the paper or not.
Why do we have to add other people? Or
you ain't have to do nothing. All you got to do is stay black and die. But I'm just saying, like, you're going to still have to do and come to an agreement. So whether it's with some other people saying yes, this is legitimate, because then you can change your mind. So if you're in a relationship with your man friend that you've been with 100 years, and y'all decide to go your own separate way, he said, "Oh, you know what, babe? You can take this and you can take that." Then he think about how you did him and he changed his mind. Who gonna help you go get the stuff?
We going to court.
Nene and them? Who?
Then we going to court. Then we gonna have to, because I didn't put some money in on this too. You ain't just pay for it yourself. But
now the people getting involved.
Yeah.
Ain't that what's gonna do? Ain't that what it'll do when you write down the stuff?
But if we could just cut that out in the beginning, maybe we won't have to get the people involved if we could be mature adults and agree.
But y'all could agree to stay together, but you couldn't do that. So therefore, we can't even come together on this situation. So then what?
You can agree to be together, but is that the right thing to do?
It's your life. This your
So
story.
yeah,
I'm just
if
asking
it's
about
not
your
the right
pages in
thing
your
to
book.
do, then no, that's not what's for you. What's for you is for you.
I believe that.
And you're gonna have to go through all kind of tests.
Correct.
You gonna have to go through tests before you get blessed in anything.
This is true.
Because you need to prove that you're worthy of this blessing.
Yes.
You're not going to just get blessed with the right man without doing no kind of work.
Faith without works is dead. Yes, ma'am.
Like, that's not how it's going to go.
Right. But then sometimes, as you see, that you grow apart, that some people grow and the other party may not. Yes, there's still mutual love there, but we no longer are able to communicate. We don't understand each other. We won't listen to each other. We don't hear one another. And so now none of that matters.
Yeah.
Because we're both upset. You don't hear me, I don't hear you. And so generally, it's not just amicable where two parties say, we're going to do this, and then feelings don't get involved.
Yeah.
You know, feelings always get involved. Yeah. Feelings are not facts, but they get involved.
Yeah.
And so now what I agreed to allow you to do,
I like that. Feelings are not facts.
I'm not going to let you do it no more because I feel like,
yeah,
and I think it should be like, and I don't like the way you put the shoes on this side of the house. And why should I now let you do that? And so, yeah, now we don't agree. So what we thought was going to be mutual, now we got to get the courts involved. So then what? Same thing. You back at square one. The people still got to get involved.
I don't know. I just rather not. I just rather not.
And hey, that's your story. I'm just asking. For me, it's always
that my mind won't change though.
Absolutely,
You meet different people, you learn different things, you experience different things.
Okay.
So I'm not saying I won't change my mind on that.
Sure. Because we change every few years.
Yeah.
So what we like today is what we may not like 3 years from now or 5 years from now. And that's why people, grow apart, because it is something that is always going to happen, that you're going to always grow and evolve in what you think you now. Because think about your 17-year-old self. Probably was a little crazy and janglanging. And the things that you did at 17, right, you won't do now at this age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just giving you food for thought. Whether you accept it or not, we just throwing some things around. You know what I'm saying? And it's your story. Yeah. And if you don't, like it or want it, that I'm just saying, hey, well, did you consider this? Because the people gonna get involved because I'm mad at you now. I don't want, no, you ain't taking nothing out this house. Go get the people. Yeah, I don't care. No. Prove it. Where your receipt? That's what they say, you always got a receipt. Where your receipt?